here, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship. The Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas. But it was defense that won it for Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
And how about this one to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. The MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at center. You know, some interesting news I just heard about MP off the court. He and Karl Anthony Towns and Tyrese Maxey all set to have their likenesses featured in an upcoming anime.
And I believe it'll center around their lives as basketball stars. So not a huge stretch for them. But I saw the poster that was released, and I have to admit, it looks incredible.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Harris outside. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
That was their fourth straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
Murray a screen on Cunningham. MP finds Murray. Thompson against Murray. In the corner, it's Duren. Pass to Ivy. Duren with a screen on Monk. Ivy. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Levine against Thompson. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's MP. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Pass to Murray. It's stolen by Harris. Here's the break. And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Well, this run by MP and his team to the NBA Cup Finals has been a big moment for a member of their staff. Coach Ray Hopkins grew up in Las Vegas and was recently inducted into his high school Hall of Fame. MP told me Coach Ray won't talk too much about it, but I know it means a lot to him, and it's definitely some extra motivation. Now let's see if they can finish the job.
Yeah, it's a chance to put an exclamation point on the proceedings. Thanks. Now here is Harris. Nothing on the board. And Duren slams it in.
Well, with that size and athletic ability, Duren is a terrific alley-oop threat.
Here's MP. Takes it off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pistons trail by 11. Bounce pass from Cunningham. Harris inside. Murray on him. Cunningham's shot is off.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
MP kicks to Murray. On the wing, MP. Covered by Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Temple gets the bucket.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. trailing by 13. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Hits the three-point line.
Well, you can't give Tobias Harris that look from beyond the arc.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to... As expected, Greg, a tight start to this NBA Cup championship game.
And these have been the best two teams in this Cup competition. And really not much separates them thus far. But you just know a run's coming.
That's the kind of athlete Cunningham is. He gets up fast and throws it down.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. And it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's MP. 11 points in the game. A fader. Rebound by the Pistons. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And when you don't play that often, it can be hard to read an opponent. Sometimes that's the great equalizer. He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Cunningham against MP. Pass to Achiuwa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Achiuwa's got it all tied up now for Sacramento. Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Keegan Murray comes in for Achiuwa. And Monks subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And a switcher also for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Temple kicks to Levine. Back to MP. Sacramento moving it around. And there's Levine on the assist by MP. Temple's got 5 assists in the game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key. Adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Here's Harris. Following the basket by MP. Thompson for 3. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And this team really counts on Duren for exactly that. Securing, misses, and then immediately taking it back up.
Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Cunningham. Fast break Detroit. And here we go. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball. For 3, Murray. Duren pulls it in. The Pistons trailing. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A shooter shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Kick out to Levine. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night. Oh.
What a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Cunningham. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Sacramento's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Levine finds Temple. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Levine. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Levine's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Kings. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
48.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure.
Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
Tonight is what we...
That'll do it for our show.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Malik, oh, he flew in there.
Wow! What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
Pass to Ivy.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
And here's Thompson after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Pass to Ivy. Here's Duren. Count it. Good. Duren's got 10 points.
Well, that's what I love about Duren. He understands his game and his limitation. He likes the ball down low. He is not going to take too many threes.
Now, here's MP. 15 points in the game. And the Kings another 3.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Here's Cunningham. Bean with the rebound. LaVine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP against Duren. MP outside. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3.
And Duren slams it in.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is just nasty right there by Duren.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now, here's MP. 11 points in the game. Here's Sabonis. Sinks that one from the post. 6 points for him.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Here's Cunningham. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sabonis' screen on Cunningham. MP drills the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Murray. Shots good by Duren. 14 points here for Jalen Duren.
They are just killing them on the interior.
MP looking around. Another miss by MP.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Sacramento leading by 9. Right to the rim. MP caps off the break.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high great.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes for Sacramento. Achua, he's checked in for Keegan Murray. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Malik Monk. And the Pistons making a change here as well. LeVert's checked in. Thompson passes to LeVert. Ivy with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
The offensive rebound and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, that's just hustle that time. Earning extra points. Harris getting it done.
MP inside. Ivy defending. Pass to Temple. Sabonis' screen on Duren. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 16 points here in the second half. Now Harris. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Ivy against MP. Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pistons passing it around. On the wing, Harris. Harris missing again.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now Harris, following the three-point attempt by MP. From past the arc. Harris missing again. Kings leading now by 11. Here's Temple. MP finishes inside.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Here's Ivy. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's not just the move from Ivy. It's the fact that he also was able to get to the rim, and he didn't waste all that handle.
MP passes to Achua. MP outside. Got it off in time. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over, that happens. They pin 3 more onto the lead at the last possible second.
And so it's... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go.
for the Kings. Achua, he's checked in for Saric. Zach LaVine comes in for Ellis. And MP subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Marcus Sasser.
And Harris is really effective shooting off the catch.
On the floor for Detroit, the wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivey and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. Temple gets the screen from Temple. Achua with it, picked up by Harris. Westbrook with a wide-open look. There's Sabonis, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Kings lead by 10. Here's Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And another one goes for Duren. He has really found something out there tonight, and he is having a big night scoring.
Temple gets the bucket.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Here's Cunningham. Back to Ivey. Pass to Cunningham. Fires the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Down he goes for 3. Well, the players are, of course, incentivized with prize money for this NBA Cup. But you can tell that that trophy means a lot to them as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it may not be the championship, but it's still a championship. And these players are the ultimate competitors. They want to hoist that trophy and earn the bragging rights that come along with it.
Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Russell Westbrook. Kings leading now by 10. MP running in. MP takes flight.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here. Looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Cunningham, no good from 3. The Kings have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Thompson. Shot from 12. He gets it to go.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
MP soaring in, it's MP. What a finish.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Gray. That was special. That was really special. Big time move inside.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for one more.
Free throw no good for Cunningham. Kings leading now by 10. MP. Cunningham pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Temple.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And there's the dunk.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Duren pulls it down.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Outside Harris. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you can really feel it when Duren is near the hoop because that is a grown man at 6'10".
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Now Cunningham. Cleared away by Sabonis.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Now Levine. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
That shot, no good. MP. Layup, no good. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Come on, we took the cup, baby! Hey, where Coach at? Yo, Coach, come get some of this. Hey, we won this in your town, so hold this baby up.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is heavy. Hey, help me with this thing.